Hey, and welcome. We got another podcast to episode 4 of That Was Shit, and we reviewed a show called Black, White. And Jagger, how do you feel about that show?
My thoughts are, that was shit. 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 Ooh, that was shit. Woke moment. That was shit. That was shit. Oh.
To talk about the show, we got a special guest here, a race relations expert, because Jagger and I, we knew we couldn't cover this ourselves. So we got race relations expert Ethan with us today. He'll be joining us.
Yes.
So
thank you. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Glad to have you.
I'm a parent race relations expert, from what I understand. Certified this morning, and
yes. So we're gonna be looking a lot to Ethan for if we're being a little
racist. We're known for our racism.
A little
Jagger
racist. We're gonna look to him for the racism check. He's gonna check our racism vibes.
He'll keep us
as
in
we
line.
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna and if there's any questions of like, do you think this is racism? Obviously, I did pass the certification this morning. I should be able to identify where there's racism. I don't proclaim to be. This is a few-hour process, but I will certainly give it my best shot.
All right, beautiful. Let's on that note, let's jump right into the show. What was it called again, John?
Black, White.
Of course.
That's it.
Of course.
That's the name of this show.
Nice.
That show was really hard to watch, man. It was really uncomfortable.
Let's give some background here. The show came out in 2006, produced by Ice Cube and R.J. Cutler, and it's a hell of a show, as you said, Jagger. What do you think about it?
I think that Ice Cube really outdid himself with this, man. I feel like this show is the new NWA. You know what I'm saying?
Unbelievable.
Wait.
Let me find the tweet.
Ethan, was that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
We'll cut it. We'll cut it. Cut that. But
you guys, you want to hear Ice Cube's tweet about this show?
Yeah.
In his words, an Ice Cube show. I think it's a good introduction to this show. This show was too real for America to accept. It was one of FX's top-rated reality shows, and they dropped it because of how hard it hit home. The white couple got a divorce after doing the show because of what was discovered during filming. Black White was extremely powerful.
Holy shit. What was discovered during filming?
I'm not sure.
Bruno is an actual racist.
I did my own research.
I thought you were going to say Bruno is actually a black man, but he was in whiteface.
Bruno is a black man doing whiteface who goes back to blackface.
I got to drop a bombshell on you guys. I did my own research about this show, and I found out the black family is a real family from the South, but the white family, Bruno, is an actor. And that is not his daughter. But the mom and the daughter are related through Facebook. So I don't know if he was just with the mom at the time of filming or if he was just acting. But they are not a real family, which explains why it was so fucking awkward.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wait. So you said that someone got divorced after the show?
Well, that's what Ice Cube said, but they were never married. There's no
Yeah, they weren't.
Is he just trying to drive up the hype?
Yeah.
That guy was an actor. No. Wait, so were the daughter and the mom related?
Yeah, I found out through Facebook, through that daughter's Facebook. I went there, and I found out her mom, they share the same last name, they're friends, so I'm assuming they're related. But Bruno wasn't there. So
dang, Bruno.
Did they...
Yeah,
did their actual dad just no, I don't want to do this show?
I bet.
And then Ice Cube was like, no problem, I know this. I think either German or Italian guy who's can really ham up how racist he is.
Yeah, maybe that's what Ice Cube meant. Maybe the white mother's husband divorced her for bringing their daughter on that show.
Oh, that makes more sense.
That makes sense.
Like what Ice Cube said, it's too real for America. Maybe he's right. All I'm saying,
he certainly made the right call, not really publicizing this.
Yeah, he did.
I will agree to that.
Not the peak of his career, I'll say that. It's just very uncomfortable, the show, and not because it's about race. I mean, that's part of it, but it's just the way Bruno kind of fucks the whole premise of the show up.
Yeah.
And the white mom, too, is really bad.
He's just a plant in there to make...
Just to spark some
shake
irritation?
things up and make it, like... Yeah.
Well,
get
if
some
that's...
hostility going between the white and the black family.
Let me tell you, then Ice Cube hit a home run. He couldn't find a more irritating person.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm not sure how would I even, like, how do we even judge this show? Because it was, like, do we judge Bruno for them picking him, or was that, like, a good thing? Like, was that part of the entertainment?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole show, I mean, it was shit. It was a shitty episode.
It was
hard
very
to sit
shit.
through.
That was shit,
But
yeah.
it's a weird, it was just a really bad show. I mean,
well, yeah,
it was awful.
What's the point of getting an actor to play the dad? Because it kind of implodes the whole, like, purpose of, doing the show. You're just like, well, we're just going to get an actor to, like, ham things up.
We're just going to fake it.
Yeah, we're just going to fake it.
Though. I don't think Bruno was acting.
You think he was just an actor, just be yourself?
I mean, I don't know. I think that was his... I think he really feels that way.
But there's no way to tell. Just by...
Yeah, there's
just by explaining it's an actor, really it kind of ruins it.
And yeah, if the message that, like, Ice Cube is trying to get across is that there is this discrepancy between the way that white people can think about racism and the way that black people do, the fact that he faked it does not support, like, the thing he's trying to go for at all. It, like, goes against it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting attempt to explore the concept, but, like, that kind of fucked the show. And Bruno is just such a terrible
just
character.
So dislikable.
He's victim blaming black people. He's like, if you guys didn't react to them saying the N-word, they wouldn't do anything. You would have all the power. And just saying shit like that.
Yeah, it was almost unbelievable. He was so brazen, dude. He was brazen as fuck. He walked into, like, what was it? Like, he was in blackface and his wife was in blackface and they were at, like, a press conference, or I don't know what to call it. But he's, like, dropping
like a focus group.
N-bombs.
It was like a focus
group. Yeah, focus group. And he's straight up in there, like, telling fake stories about himself being a black man.
Nobody else talks except for Bruno. Like, all of the other people, like, in there, they don't say anything, and then Bruno's just like, well, I can't wait to get this off my chest.
Yeah, and then the first thing he says...
Hard R.
Hard R. Everybody's looking at him like, what the fuck?
It's like, Jesus.
I don't think we explained the show. I think we forgot
to explain it. Okay. Oh yeah. So essentially, it's a white family and a black family, and they meet each other. And the white family does blackface and goes around town and, like, does different things to see what it's like. And the black family does whiteface and goes around town and does things to see what it's like. And then they live together in a house. They move in together, and they all live there and talk about it over dinner.
Kind of share the experiences, compare.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk. I want to talk about my favorite moment. Actually, you know what? First, we should cover the first 5 minutes of the show when they get in the house, the white family, and they're like, "Oh, the blacks don't steal anything. Make sure to lock the doors."
Oh my god! Oh my god! Fucking Bruno is so.
Bruno,
he's out of control, man.
He's. I mean.
Yeah. Hey, Ethan, was that racist what Bruno said? I just want to check in here.
Oh yeah.
Well, I may have overjudged. The problem with this is that the finding out that this is an actor, I don't know if that's a genuine feeling or if he's just trying to ham it up. You know what I mean?
I mean, here's the thing. They're from LA, so I mean, they might have acting credits, they might have acting lists, but I know he's, like, been in other stuff, so I don't know if he was acting in this show, or if, like, he was like, I'm gonna be myself for this one.
But that's,
you know.
Yeah. I would say if that's real Bruno, then I think that probably is racist. But if he's just trying to, like, be, like, ham it up funny, then it's just kind of just a bad joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think?
I feel like there's really no definitive way to say who
There's no
knows
definitive
what Bruno's
way.
real character is.
You guys think they had a mic in his ear and the producers are telling him to drop the N-word? Ice Cube's like, it's okay. Just say
Like,
it.
say
Well, Ice
something
Cube
crazy.
got it. He's just like
God.
he's just like Bruno, hard R right here.
Drop it. I'll vouch.
Yeah, he gave him the end pass for.
What were your guys' favorite parts?
I like the part where Bruno and the other guy, they went on a walk together. They went on a walk around town, like as a way to level it out a little bit. Like they're both there, and so they could kind of point things out to each other. And Bruno was just like,
Dismissive.
I looked at that woman as we walked past, and she looked right at me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we walked into this store, and that man said hello to me. So,
Oh yeah, when he was checking to see
no
if he was
racism.
stealing.
No rate.
Yeah,
Nope.
that was funny.
Yeah. And Brian, was it Brian? Was his name?
Yeah, Brian, I think.
Brian is
Brian White.
just. Yeah, Brian is just clearly getting more and more pissed off.
Yeah.
Wait, was that his real name or was that the name he got for going whiteface?
I think his name was.
Was it really Brian White?
No,
no
that was his.
way.
That was his white persona. His name was
Oh,
Brian
okay,
White.
okay.
I think his name is Brian,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know his real last name.
The part that made me the most uncomfortable was when Brian was bartending, and there was that white guy who thought that he was white, so he was like talking shit about the neighborhood surrounding his that have minorities in them, and Brian's there just like, yeah,
And he's like, yep,
okay,
yep.
yeah, I got that vibe too. I see what you're saying.
The funny thing is, they got that guy's rights to be on the footage. Like they didn't blur out his face
He's
or
just
anything.
like stand by
He
it.
signed off, yeah.
So he
stand
signed
by
off
everything.
after saying that.
I,
He's like, yeah,
hey,
put me on. Yeah.
I said it. I led with it. I mean everything I said. Put it in there. Do you think Ice Cube went up to him and asked him, was like, hey man, do you mind if we put this in the show? He's just like, I don't care.
I doubt Ice Cube came anywhere close.
Oh yeah, Ice Cube was probably filming Are We Done Yet when this is happening.
Oh my
Which-
God.
Which is it? I think is much more watchable than this.
Oh, by far.
Great film.
My favorite part personally was one of the first nights when Bruno makes it a point to like, no, how do you, like, this is how you walk. Like, this is the difference in how you walk. And I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're going to just start it off like that immediately.
Oh my God.
Hell.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Crick Block classic. I guess I have three favorite moments then, because you reminded me of one. The first one, when the white lady's like, "Oh, so do we high five when we're in blackface? What do? We high five everybody?"
Yeah.
Oh. God, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
As bad as Bruno was, she brought a whole nother dynamic of really uncomfortable interactions to the show.
Bruno hammed it up so much that it kind of takes away from the fact that the woman was also just as intolerable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was bad.
She was so white.
Like Bruno was not trying at all. And the woman was trying way, way too hard.
Oh my God.
My second favorite moment in that focus group, the white lady was. They were like, "Oh, do you think racism exists?" And she's like, "Well, I like to think we're all treated equally, but I know that at the end of the day." So she's starting out strong. You think she's gonna say something like, "Oh, like we're not equal," but no, she's like,
Yeah.
"Well, I have this one black employee, and I gotta do way extra to fire her. She's terrible. I gotta fill out more paperwork. I don't want to get sued." And it was like, "Holy fuck!"
So, yeah,
But, she bamboozled.
for context, this is just when the I think their last name is Sparks. Is that their name? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was.
right.
There was something
When
out there,
they're in whiteface and they're in the focus group with the just I think 3 or 4 white people. This woman just starts off basically like I would like to believe that everybody is treated the same, but I know that's inherently not true. And then she immediately becomes says some racist ass shit. And we were joking, like, it was like, I just want to get this disclaimer out there, just in case there's black people dressed up as white people, but now I'm gonna really spit out my true feelings.
Yeah, just like preface a very racist like story with, I'm not racist, I hope that everyone's treated equally, but let me tell you about this example where I didn't treat this person equally.
She's like, this black woman, this black employee that works for me, she always has a horrible attitude is the first thing. It's just like, Jesus Christ.
What did your race radar tell you about that one, Ethan?
Not good. It wasn't. I definitely think that Ice Cube missed a golden opportunity to really focus on Joanne, which was her name.
Yeah. Oh, you think they should have switched families?
I think they should have abandoned the original family and really focused on her. I think that would have really made this show really interesting.
You want to know what I think would really have improved this show is if it was almost like Punk'd, where they capture some like racist shit on camera and then Ice Cube storms in the room. He's like, "We got you on camera, like yeah, we just saw everything that happened," and he confronts them about it. That's a show that I really want to watch.
I'm loving that.
They gotta call it Cubed, right?
Cubed.
Cubed. Yeah,
you just got cubed.
You just been cubed.
Oh my god.
And my third favorite moment of this show was the brave choice to send the white girl turning black immediately to South Central and the black kid at Whiteface to fucking etiquette class.
Etiquette class.
Mwah. Mwah.
Dude, that was really brilliant on their part. I did not know that etiquette class was a thing, first of all. And that is the most white people shit of all time is etiquette class. So it's
I want to give an award to the son because he's like I want to do some white stuff, and then they immediately cut to him walking into like so and so etiquette class, and I lost it. That was so fucking funny.
I fucking guarantee when he said that, he did not think they were gonna tell him to go there. Like, he had no idea that that's what he was gonna have to do. Because that's the most boring shit.
He immediately was
like pissed off. He was over it.
He was pissed. Yeah, he was sent through like 4 hours of fucking etiquette class. Poor guy. Like, they're teaching him how to eat soup.
Yeah. He's like, I'm done pretending to be white. I'm fucking done.
Also, what's lost is that this kid is 17. Like, I wouldn't want to do this dumb shit at 17 either. Oh my god.
I just want to say, I want to, thank Ice Cube and God that these white people put on blackface in the early 2000s so they could educate black people about how they're not actually oppressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly,
that's what I took away from it as well.
The novelty of everyone being in whiteface and blackface was exciting at first, and it got old so fast, and then the show became very uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. Also, the camera work was fucking dog shit. Okay, yeah, I know it's a reality show, but holy fuck, like, it's so shaky, it's so blurry, like, oh my god, like, who the fuck was the camera? We were joking that the cameraman was in blackface too, and he was just super nervous.
Yeah, he was just like, I hope nobody. Yeah, what an awesome idea it would be is if the cameramen were also like white people trying to be black, and like to have an all black cast. It's like, God, I hope nobody finds out.
Oh, we get
it's like the thing with the DoorDash, like engineers or CEOs or whatever, they have to go and deliver something once a month. Did you see about that? So on this show, the camera people have to be in blackface and whiteface too.
That's perfect.
A real undercover boss type situation.
Oh yeah.
And,
oh my god.
Yeah, this show won an Emmy for makeup too, so that was pretty crazy.
That's impressive. Honestly, it looked solid. It looked solid. Yeah. Bruno didn't look that solid.
Bruno looked like a white man in blackface.
Yeah.
Bruno looked like a white man who was trapped in a fucking spray tan station.
Oh my god.
But
Bruno was...
it was definitely the best example of of blackface and whiteface I've ever encountered.
That's fair, yeah.
Ethan, wait, was that okay?
I think with what you said, given the fact that Bruno just looked like a white man in blackface, I thought the makeup was really good.
I want to ask you this.
I think that's okay.
All right, we'll keep
I gotta ask you, who looked less like they were in blackface? Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder or Bruno?
Who looked less like they were in blackface?
Yeah, who was less obvious? As the race relations expert.
Dude, honestly, oh yeah, sorry, Ethan, I'm gonna...
Oh, this is my personal opinion?
Yeah. Well, you're the expert.
Well,
your professional opinion.
Well, you have to remember that in Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, it was supposed to be kind of ridiculous.
That's fair.
So, in this case, I would have to say Bruno, but still, Bruno is clearly a white guy.
Bruno beat Iron Man. I just want that for the record, according to our expert.
He beat Iron Man.
Yeah.
But keep in mind that Robert Downey Jr.'s the point of it was to be like funny and ridiculous, whereas Bruno was not.
All I'm hearing is that Bruno's going to replace Robert for the next Iron Man role. They're gonna
Tropic Thunder 2. We're going to get Bruno.
Yeah. Iron Man 5.
NC-17, Iron Man 5.
Bruno's the new Avenger.
Bruno shows up to Tropic Thunder 5 and all of his roles are just like, I feel no different. I'm just Bruno. Bruno's hierarchy theme was like, well, if you're, I think it's just all in your head.
It's all in your, yeah, that's ridiculous. What he does. He baits people. He's like, he just baits people into getting mad at him.
God.
Like, Bruno, you're supposed to be a multi-billion-dollar playboy. You're not acting like it. You're just being yourself, Bruno.
People treat me the same. I'm the same.
Nope, they don't treat multi-billion-dollar people any different than me. All right, man.
I would like to throw out a question to the viewers. I don't know if that's normal or not, but
you're the expert.
That's a good idea.
I would like to know how many people also put the eggshells back into the egg case and just leave them in there, because I think that is ludicrous behavior.
That's disgusting.
That's horrible behavior.
Despicable behavior from the whites.
Yeah. That's a fact. That is crazy behavior. I wouldn't even...
There's no reason.
I wouldn't even do that at my parents' house.
Are you going to put them in the trash anyways?
Yeah, what are you going to do with them?
Why do you put them there and then in the trash?
You know, they smell, too. They got to smell.
Dude, yeah, you get... Well, the egg, like, dries, and then it's just stuck all over, like, the other eggs.
Unless... what's even worse is they probably wash the shells and then put them in there.
Oh my
Wash the shells and put them in there by choice. God, dude.
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate the white family on this show. I don't know if I can say that. Can you guys check me? I don't know if I can say that.
That's fine. That's totally.
You're the
okay.
expert. Yeah,
that's fair.
Who can check the person who checks? You know.
Checkmate.
I
Checkmate.
was also certified, but years and years ago, so I think it's probably expired by now.
You don't have the 2022 certification, only 2020.
No, so yeah, I'm not really caught up on it.
Very true. Well, you have the 2006 clearance.
2006.
Yeah, I got 2006 clearance. It was a different time, so pardon me if I come across as racist.
Yeah.
I'm not racist.
Yeah.
My favorite part of watching the show with
guys,
you guys was when you guys got obsessed about the color. When she said reddish green, and you guys had a whole tangent during the slam poetry piece.
Well, that's what it actually is. If you add red to green, it just becomes a more muted green, and if you keep adding red, it turns to gray.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still just green.
It's just
not reddish green.
It's still green.
Yeah.
Like, well.
Like if you add blue to green, it becomes bluish green. If you add yellow to green, it becomes yellow green. If you add red to green,
I took away that
gray.
What I took away from that scene is how Rose just completely was dumbfounded that she couldn't
she was,
name more than 6 colors.
Yeah, she got in her head right there.
She didn't name more than 3, right? Didn't she,
She
name
named-
like 3 colors?
She named like 3 or 4. Yeah,
She
she
said off-white.
I don't think any of them ever just said red.
Yeah, red,
And she
blue,
was like
orange.
off-white, and then the guy said reddish green.
Well, to be fair,
named
reddish
it
green,
with
he's
the-
technically taking 2 colors out of her repertoire.
Damn, yeah.
No, you're right. Johnny, you are absolutely right. I don't think she names more than 3 or 4, but he also names 3 or 4. So that's about 6 or 7 colors, and she's just like, I tap out. I can't name another color.
He didn't have to think too hard for her, It was some easy competition.
I mean,
Yeah.
he literally just throws out just a Randy Johnson fastball, and she just is unequipped to hit it.
She gets hit by it.
She is completely thrown off by reddish green.
She went to black immediately. Do you guys notice that?
Yeah,
When they
she
named
went-
those colors.
She went
Straight
like
black.
she went like pink,
Yeah.
black.
Oh my
And
god.
and she said off-white because she didn't want to seem conspicuous. She didn't want anyone
Oh
to
yeah, if
suspect
she
her.
said white, just be like, why do you say that?
Yeah, why would you pick that one out of all colors?
Keep in mind, we are talking about the most likable white person on the show.
Yeah,
Not that many good whites on this show. A lot of idiot whites.
A lot of idiot
definitely
whites.
a lot of idiot whites.
I mean, props to Ice Cube.
The white backdrops for the black family and the black white drops for the white family were a nice touch.
You
That
pointed
was
that
nice.
out,
That
and
was
I
great.
thought that
Yeah.
was a great observation, Johnny. I thought
Thank
that
you.
chef's
Yeah.
kiss, chef's kiss.
You know when they were filming, they're like, this is gonna reel them in. They're gonna identify with them more as black because they got this backdrop behind them.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely the greatest possible way they could have approached those little interview segment things.
They had that one weird interview of that girl, and she was like laying down in bed. It looked like a porn scene. Like it was really close up on her face, and she was laying down in bed. It was weird.
I don't remember that part.
It was when she was like almost
It was
crying.
the white daughter.
Yeah, the white daughter, when she was like almost crying about poetry or something, I think.
Oh man.
I want to know, there must have been some shit that they had to cut out of this show. And I'm curious what that is, because I bet there were some more bombs dropped.
Yeah,
by
keep
Bruno.
in mind, Bruno uses hard R about 4 times, and they keep that in. So what did they cut out?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, hold on. I actually have the number. I think it's like 8. I'm pretty sure.
What?
Yeah, someone made a timestamp for all the times he does it.
Oh my god. It's like the John Wick kill counter, but it's the Bruno
The hard R
Yeah,
counter.
Bruno.
counter.
Hard R counter.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So what would you guys rate this show?
Scale of 1 to 10.
You guys go ahead.
Yeah, no, pass me. Go.
All right, I found out the data. He did say it 7 times in this episode. So 7 times 47 minutes. That's a pretty good ratio.
It's a good ratio. That's a
guarantee-
pretty effective ratio, I'd say.
Solid race.
I guarantee he said it more and they cut it. They're like, "Oh, he's saying it too much. We got to cut it."
For sure.
You know?
For sure. While they were just in the makeup chair, it'd be like, Bruno, chill.
He was practically begging for someone to say it to him.
He's just like, I can't wait that I have a show with this much creative freedom. I mean, Jesus Christ, Bruno.
Okay, if I had to rate it, here's where I'm a little confused. It's not even entertainment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like, I don't know what to call it. Like, there's hardly any redeeming qualities about it in terms of it being like a television show. It's hard to rate it as so.
Do you think the introduction of John's information that Bruno is an actor affects the rating at all? Because it certainly does mine.
I don't even know.
You know, it doesn't affect mine because I don't think Bruno is acting. I think he's playing himself in this role.
It's just okay.
Honestly, because like when you look at his face, like unless he's the greatest actor of all fucking time, this man is in touch with his beliefs. Like he has the face of someone who really believes the shit he's saying. He really believes that like this victim blaming mentality of like, oh, they're just like asking him to be.
He's
That's
pretty.
the word.
The only reason he's an actor is because he's not related to the rest of the family. But otherwise, this is real Bruno.
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
I mean, I think he was like a partner of the wife, or partner of the lady he was with, or maybe they were dating. But I know that's not his daughter, which really pissed me off. Because
that makes me angry.
Yeah, because they should have just got an actual white family like they did an actual black family. It's just weird to have an awkward mix. And make them live together.
Yeah, I feel like I was saying, it's hard to rate this as like an entertainment television type of thing, and at the same time, Ice Cube like got actors on there, which makes it less real, which I guess is, it seems to me like that's what he was trying to go for above everything else, is like go for the reality.
I didn't know if like he was trying to get an actor or if Bruno just happened to already be an actor, because I mean a lot of people in LA have acting credits, like extra, like, you know, people applying to these. So I'm not sure if it was like, oh, like he's approaching like, oh, we need someone good on camera, or if it was just like, oh shit, this guy happened to be an actor but he's perfect.
I think Bruno saw an opportunity to do blackface, and he's like, I can really sink my teeth into this role.
Well, wait, John, what made you say that he was an actor in the first place? Did you find his IMDb or something?
Yeah, I found his IMDb.
Okay.
I give it about a 3.5 out of 10. I think there's parts that I think the novelty of how silly and ridiculous it is wears off rather quickly, and it's just, I did not enjoy watching the last about 25 minutes of it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I give it a 1.5.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
1.5 out of 10. I don't know. Usually when we watch these, it's so absurd. It's absurd to the point where it's like really funny and entertaining to watch and joke around about. But this one was like this one wore me down a little bit, man.
Yeah.
This one wore my soul down.
I gotta take a bath after this.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's really hard to rate this show because I do feel like in some ways this was the most attempted show to be decent out of all the ones we've seen so far.
Just shit.
But at the same time, it was still really shit. I mean, and just like the camera work was really shit.
The camera work was horrible, actually.
Were dog shit, and the fact that he didn't use a real white family was like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at this guy's IMDb page. This man was in the wonderful world of Disney, okay, which is pretty funny, by the way.
Hilarious.
Wow, yeah.
Hilarious.
Kind of polar opposite roles. He's got a lot of range. He's got a big range as an actor.
He has a lot of military roles. He was in MacGyver. What the fuck?
Holy shit.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll give it like a 2 out of 10 because I do think it's an interesting concept. I really do think they should remake the show now. I think that'd be really funny. Yeah,
it has a lot of potential.
I think it would be
potential.
It would be better if they didn't fuck up and just get an actor. It ruins it.
Yeah, it's just they're not a real family. That's not his daughter. It's weird.
It's a fake family.
Yeah.
So, the funny thing though is like the family dynamics within each family did not play any role in the show really.
Oh, like, they could literally just be 6 random people.
Yeah, like I don't think we ever saw Bruno and his wife speaking or Bruno talking to his quote unquote daughter.
The only time he spoke to his wife was about locking the door because the black family might steal something.
Yeah. The only time he said anything was to just get a little racist jab in there.
Do a little jab, yeah. So yeah, in that sense, I feel like they chose families for this show because they felt like, okay, that makes the most sense for a reality show, but they also did not use the whole family dynamic at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that average out to about a 2 out of 10 from the squad?
Yeah, 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. It was,
what do you guys?
2.25. I'd probably say it's
2.2.
All right, let's guess the IMDb rating.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
I bet you it has like a 4.
I'm gonna say 4 too.
You know what? I think IMDb, a lot of racist. I think they like this show. I'm gonna give it. I think they gave it a 5.
5. Okay.
All right. Let me
Wait,
check.
is it out of 5 or is it out of 10 on there?
It's out of 10.
I'm gonna say
then
4.
I'm gonna say a 3.5.
All right, let's check here. It is a 5.6.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well,
Wait, it's out of 10?
Yeah, can you imagine if it was... No, it's a 5.6 out of 5. They loved it so much, they just...
I loved it. It was
They
the
don't
best
know.
thing ever made. It was this. It's it's Citizen Kane, Black White the show,
This
and
the collected works of Shakespeare.
Ugh.
and then
What did you guys say that white lady was? You said Spenny? Spenny? What was it?
Spenny.
Who's that?
She's like Spenny. Have you ever seen that show, Kenny versus Spenny, John?
Well, that's a good show.
You should watch it, dude. I feel like you'd probably really like it. It's just about 2 guys and they do ridiculous competitions against each other.
Oh,
and,
that sounds interesting.
Very funny.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's really funny. But yeah, one of the characters in there is
A boner.
just an absolute boner.
Is that the white lady?
And yeah, there were definitely some vibes of that white lady.
I didn't
coming
tell you
out.
guys. I started watching episode 2 because I was like, I wonder, like, you know, what it's like. So that within the first 10 minutes, they show this in the trailer for this episode. The white lady who's doing blackface is like, she's like she has a sheet of black slang or whatever. She has this paper, and she just calls up like the black lady. She's like, "Oh, what up, bitch?" And like the black lady like gets absolutely pissed off because it's like, "Why'd you call me a bitch?" She's like, "Oh, I was just using slang," and she starts crying.
I think I just
Oh
yeah.
my god. The
Yeah.
white lady starts crying.
I just
'cause
think
she got
the
mad.
white
Jesus
lady
Christ.
just may be an idiot.
She's an absolute idiot.
Don't
Is
get
it-
mad at me.
I can't
Yeah.
judge if I think she's truly racist or not. I think she just may be a dummy.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
A big,
I think this was her
dumbass,
first
yeah.
interaction with black people.
I 100% believe that.
And I think this was Bruno's first time speaking to a
Oh,
black
yeah.
person. Oh shit, we didn't talk about his basketball reference.
Oh no!
What did he
He's
say?
like,
I
oh,
don't
I played.
remember.
Well, he talks about how he played basketball in high school, and then he immediately
Yeah,
follows. He's like, "Yeah, I can't wait to go
Can't wait-
blackface. You know, black people have all the athleticism. They're so
Yeah,
good
I'm
at
gonna
jumping
jump
and running.
higher or something. Gonna dunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like,
They're
Jesus
the
Christ.
They're superior physical specimen."
Oh,
Oh god.
Oh man. I mean, we could really dive into this show for a good day. I feel like.
You think so?
Yeah, but
What do you think was the budget on this show?
I'd
think-
go around Endgame.
Yeah. You know, I think it's around Endgame, but only because Bruno paid like hundreds of millions of dollars to get in the show.
He couldn't wait.
Bruno was the
The
producer
hidden
of this
producer.
show.
He wrote his own line.
Hey, Cube, do you mind if I ad-lib on this one? I kind of want to really get a feel for the role. Cube's just like, this is unscripted. He's like,
Cube Cube isn't even there. He just got his phone number from someone else and calls him in the middle of the night. Cube's like pissed off. Like, what? This show fucking sucked.
this show is real shit.
Yeah. That was shit.
You know, I could tell, Jagger, you don't seem as into this as the last one. Henry Danger, you know.
I don't know, man. I feel like it was not entertaining, at least in the conventional sense. Maybe Ice Cube was just like miles ahead of the game, and this is the future of.
Where do you guys rank
like
this
this
as
song.
far as the shittiest shows you guys have watched?
This is one of the shitters, definitely.
One of the worst.
I'd put this one on bottom.
Okay,
I did-
you
I
guys
did
put
not
this one on
enjoy
the.
this show.
You guys put this one on the bottom because
I
there's an
liked it.
actual black family in it. Okay, no worries. Yeah, sure.
No.
No. I get it. No, totally. No, I get it. I
You
get
are
it.
the
Totally.
resident
you are
racism
the-
expert. There was a black character in Henry Danger, for the record.
Guess you guys only watch shows where black people are in it. That's fine. I'm just fucking with you. I haven't watched the other ones, but I wholeheartedly believe that this may be the shittiest. I think this may be the shittiest thing you guys have watched.
I don't know what the fuck Ice Cube was thinking with this piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, glad he redeemed himself with Are We Done Yet coming out the next year. That's good.
Oh yeah.
He was probably literally filming "Are We Done Yet?" as this was going.
Yeah, Ice Cube is behind the camera, like, "Are we done? Are we done with this shit yet?" And Bruno's like, "One more take. I can do this better.
Bruno was just calling and begging to go to get more scenes in blackface so he can drop more N-bombs.
Do you think in one of the episodes he goes to the Y and really tries out that whole basketball experiment?
Oh, definitely. He tears his ACL. You probably sweat. Can you imagine if you played against someone and they started sweating and they started getting like white?
That's like that episode of It's Always Sunny.
Oh, the makeup comes off.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my god. Well,
shit.
Well, guys, thanks for having me.
We needed you. You're the expert.
As the correspondent here.
Yeah.
I feel privileged.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys have anything else to say about this, or?
I got one last thing to say. That was shit.
That was shit. That was shit. That was shit. That was shit. That was shit. That was shit. Yeah, that was shit. Ooh, that was shit. Woke moment. That was shit. That was shit. Oh.